Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the captivating world of modernism, where boundaries are shattered, perspectives are challenged, and new artistic horizons are explored. Today, we delve into a new thought-provoking short story, The Mark on the Wall by Virginia Woolf, and discover how Woolf's innovative narrative techniques and exploration of consciousness embody the essence of modernism. Join me on this journey as we unravel the layers of Woolf's literary genius and explore the fascinating landscape of modernist literature. I am Maria Luna B. Portillo, your presenter for this morning. In this era of literary revolution, one name shines brightly: Virginia Woolf. As a leading figure of the modernist movement, Woolf's unique writing style and profound insights in the human experience have left an indelible mark on literature. Virginia Woolf, also known as Adeline Virginia Stephen, was born on January 25, 1882 in London, England. Married with Leonard Woolf in 1912. She died on March 28, 1941. Sad fact about Virginia Woolf: she took her own life by drowning herself in the River Ouse of Sussex, England, on March 28, 1941. She filled her coat pockets with stones and walked into the river, where she tragically drowned. Woolf had a history of struggling with depression and had previously attempted suicide. Her tragic death remains a significant part of her life story. Now, let's tackle the background of the work. The Mark on the Wall was published in 1917 as part of the first collection of short stories written by Virginia Woolf. It is one of the most recognizable modernist short stories. Woolf wrote The Mark on the Wall at the height of the First World War. Woolf depicts the influence of the war on private citizens on this story, as her preferences to the war consequently interrupt her narrator's trains of thought. The story primarily focuses on the narrator's stream of consciousness. There are no specific characters mentioned, though at the end of the story, there is someone whom the narrator exchanges conversations for a short of a line. Now let's go to the plot. From the outset, this story is grounded in a domestic scene from the narrator's past, which sets an immediate contrast to the direction of her thoughts. Her military associations with the fire reveal her preoccupation with the ongoing war. And this first appearance of the Mark demonstrates both her desire for destruction and her attempts to reconstruct the past. Reflection on the Mark reveal how difficult it is to understand the full history of something just by observing it. However, human lives are defined by loss. Even objects as valuable as jewels disappear. Her reference to the tube displays a particular ambivalence towards technology and contemporary attempts to control nature and construct efficient industrial lives. To the narrator, if the Mark is a rose leaf, it signals the intrusion of the nature into the home. The narrator's consideration of her housekeeping alludes to the satisfaction with gender roles, with also confirming the inevitable return of civilization to nature. A sentiment also confirmed by the tree's interruptions. The narrator tries to anchor herself in Shakespeare, arguably the most potent symbol of the achievements of civilization. But her loss of interest signals the incapacity of even one of the greatest thinkers of mankind to satisfyingly distract one from one's thoughts. To continue, the reference to self-image is ironic as the narrator gives very little detail about her life in the stream of consciousness. However, if this romanticized image refers to her thoughts on learned men and civilization, the subsequent image of strangers on the omnibus confirms the alienation and anonymity actually present in that civilization. Her jump to generalizations reintroduces a fascination with the war. Although her cynicism about civilization result in a faint hope, if current habits are just dressed up versions of reality, the passage of time permits changes in that reality and potential deliberation. The belated realization that the mark projects from the wall indicates that things which seem superficial at first may contain hidden depths. However, she connects her desire to identify the mark with futile attempts of antiquaries to determine the nature of the burrows. In the end, it may be impossible to reconstruct the past, and the narrator leaves readers to wonder what is proved by the fragments we are able to identify. Confusing indeed. Now to continue, the correlations between learned men and witches and hermits cement the narrator's critical opinion of the male sex, while also dismissing the history of human reason as mere superstition. As an antidote to superficial world of specialists, the narrator arrives at the natural world, which appears to be more solid. In this crystallizing moment, the narrator realizes that her entire fixation with the mark has its origins in frustrations with larger social problems and structures that she cannot change. The war, the masculine social order represented by Whiff-Taker's table of precedency. Instead, she fixates on the symbol of the tree, which stands for the opposite of mankind, a slow pace of growth and the provision of symbiotic community. The interruption marks the story's climax, simultaneously revealing that the narrator has not been alone and identifying the mark on the wall as a snail. The voice likely belongs to the narrator's husband, and his presence casts a pall on her reflections about the isolation of the modern era. Her final fixation on the snail conveys the mark's ultimate purpose, which was to distract her from her unpleasant thoughts about the war and provide hope for an alternative to a destructive civilization. Now, Virginia Woolf's style in The Mark on the Wall departs from traditional narrative structure. She deviates from the conventional way of storytelling that follows a linear and chronological progression. In traditional narrative structure, there is usually a clear beginning, middle, and end. The events are presented in a sequential order. However, Woolf challenges this linear structure and instead employs a more fragmented and non-linear approach. So, point of view. It is really evident that the point of view in this short story is first-person point of view, because the story primarily focuses on the narrator's stream of consciousness. Conflict, man versus himself. This refers to the conflict with the internal struggle that the narrator faces within her own mind, emotions, or beliefs. In the story, the narrator experiences an internal conflict as they engage in a stream of consciousness and delve on their thoughts and reflections triggered by the mark on the wall. Symbolism, the mark on the wall. It symbolizes the human mind never fully understand the true reality of an object or person's history. The snail symbolizes the importance of taking one time, being patient, and embracing a slower, more reflective approach to life. The tree symbolizes growth, resilience, and the passage of time. Just as the tree grows and changes over the years, it serves as a reminder of the continuous cycle of life and the interconnectedness of all living things. For the theme, we have the contemplation of the significance of small details and the interconnectedness of thoughts and experiences. The theme often explores the idea that even the smallest details in our lives can hold deeper meaning and can be connected to a larger concepts or experiences. It encourages us to pay attention to the little things that may often go unnoticed, as they can have a profound impact on our lives. By contemplating these small details, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This theme also highlights the interconnectedness of our thoughts and experiences. It suggests that our thoughts, actions, and experiences are not isolated events, but rather interconnected and influenced by one another. Implication of the title. The mark on the wall uncovers the extraordinary within the ordinary, urging us to observe, reflect, and find meaning in the smallest of details. The mark on the wall is a title that implies the exploration of finding the extraordinary within the ordinary. It suggests that there is hidden significance and meaning in even the most seemingly insignificant and mundane aspects of life. The title encourages us to observe our surroundings with a keen eye and a sense of curiosity. The mark on the wall implies a call to observe, reflect, and find significance in the ordinary aspects of life, reminding us that there is beauty and meaning to be discovered in even the most seemingly insignificant moments. For my insights, in life, we tend to disregard things that are insignificant or less valued things. However, in this story, we are enlightened that in simple details of in every small thing, there's always a bigger value in it, or lies a bigger value in it, or to always see things into a bigger picture. Thank you.